quick tidbits and kind of talked about some lead generation and whatnot, giving you some ideas and some tips and whatnot. But I wanted to come and talk about one thing about adding to your service, going above and beyond, giving the unexpected extra. At the end of the day, being more than the average agent. This is what's going to set you apart of everybody else.
No doubt. And doing this is not only going to set you apart, is going to put you on a pedestal that most agents are unable to attain.
Yeah.
Showing up is 95% of the game, but you show up and you do the unexpected extras. There's no competition. You are with your people and your sphere of influence and your advocates. You are really setting yourself up to be their person, and never not be their person.
Yeah. So I would argue that the bar is so incredibly low at this point that it's really easy. That extra inch that you're given, that unexpected extra, that little additional piece is just getting over that bar. And there's so much you can do. So let's talk about some examples.
It doesn't take much.
Right.
I mean, let's just be,
exactly.
It does not take much. It doesn't take a lot of time, energy, or effort. It just takes a little intentionality.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just talk about, like, when you're talking to your sphere, your advocates that are out there, knowing a little bit more about them, understanding who they are. I always give the example of, let's say, one of the people in your sphere has a son or a daughter that's getting ready to go off to school, and that's going to make them an empty nester now. And all of a sudden, their world just changed. Things in their world have changed, and they're kind of like, where do I go from here? What do I do? That has absolutely nothing to do with a real estate transaction, by the way.
No,
zero.
But let's just be honest. You're speaking my language.
It
is what it is. And it's a huge deal. And while it has nothing to do with real estate, it has everything to do with the relationship.
Exactly. So you have this information. You know this information. You know people that have dealt with this before, or there's some resources out there to help this person. You go get a book that talks about it. You go find this person, and you go to their office, you go to their house, whatever, you do your pop by, and you bring this book and you talk about, hey, I know you've been struggling with this. We've talked about it a little bit. I wanted to give you this. Who else would do that?
Nobody.
That's what I'm talking about. This is the unexpected extra that person would have never thought in a million years that you, the real estate agent, was going to do this.
100%. And in conversations that I'm having with agents on the regular, where they stand out and where they win at a level that is just unimaginable is by obviously doing your job right. You have to do your job right. But that's not where you win. You win with empathy. You win with connecting with them at a level that was not even on the table when they first started talking to you. Yep. However they came into your world, that wasn't on the table. You were solving a problem. You had some tools. You had the ability to sell a house, to offer some advice, to give a referral for a plumber. It was never on the table for us to connect in an emotional, empathetic way.
All right.
And when you do that level of appreciation, that level of connection is just at it goes to a point where most people don't even get that, with their normal interaction with their friends.
Right.
And so if you're able to do that, again, first and foremost, let's check that box. It's being a good human, right? It's the right thing to do,
right?
And all of the, it is just the right thing to do. But once you do that and you make that extra connection, we've talked about this a number of occasions. Someone then becomes an advocate. An advocate becomes someone that is going to go beyond the normal bounds to support you, recommend you, and help you build what you're trying to build.
Yep. It's all about service. We're here to serve. I think sometimes people, not even just real estate agents, but just people in general out there, a lot of times it's all about what does this interaction, how does this affect me?
Yeah.
And you have to take yourself out of that thought mentality and how can I help someone else? And it's not to get a return, because when you're looking for the return, again, you're back into it for me and not into it for you. But it's always, what can I do to serve you? It's being that servant person for people out there.
Sure. And I'm going to take this in a little bit different direction. I think there's a huge opportunity for leaders in our industry, managing brokers, owners of real estate brokerages, people that are dealing with agents that are going through a lot in their lives. You can do this with your people. Mm-hmm. You can sit down and you can be empathetic to your people that goes light years away. And to be honest with you, that's one of the things that I have really been trying to build in our office, and put into place to A, to get to know them, B, to help them that they've got struggles in their world, to help guide and be there for them when they need it. But beyond that, is to show them this is what you can do with your clients. Mm-hmm. Don't just talk about it, show it and do it. Right. And I think there's a huge opportunity and a huge vacuum in our industry for agents to get that, because I don't think they are. Yep. I really don't think they're getting that level of mentorship and just an open ear to listen.
Yep. There are countless things you can do for another person that's going to set you ahead of the pack. Yeah. Just think about those things. Think about those things as you're out there and you're serving others in the community or in your business. Think about those things and add them. It's about, this is another thing. We all have thoughts that go, you know what, I would really like to do that. You got to take the action too. It's not just what you have in your head. Take the action on it as well.
Absolutely. I'm going to take it a step further, and then we'll kind of bring this to an end. For those of you that like this idea, that feel like, oh yeah, you're exactly right. This really could add to my business. Take action, mm-hmm. Put it into place. If you're not sure, if you've not experienced this before, if you haven't had someone as an agent that has shown an interest in your life enough to be able for you to experience what it feels like to be on the receiving end of this, I'm going to challenge you and say you need to add that to your world. You need to figure out where you can get that and put somebody in your corner that's going to be that person for you.
Yep, agreed.
So, this is a great topic, Brian. I appreciate you bringing it up. And next time we will unpack some more quick wins for everybody.
Yep, sounds good. See ya.